I'm going to try to be conservative here. The last 6 to 7 games that I've cast of his Morphling have all been losses. So I might be a problem for Talon, SyndereN.
Yeah, could you just leave the room for a little bit and come back, and then we'll see.
At least mine doesn't. For you, anytime you say China's going to win something, they lose. So it's a little bit more, it's like a bigger region.
Yeah, but when I'd say China's going to lose, they also lose. So I don't really know how much power I really have, you know? Jokem in trouble.
Oh, yeah. That
Jokem
tag
in the
team
grave.
is quite strong. Watson with the first blood. Gaimin going to be super happy with that. That's another matchup that is going to be very important to watch for.
It's actually possible with 7 and 7 to not be tied for 4th?
If Falcons wins 2-0.
Oh, you're right. That could actually happen.
Then
7 and 7 could be
8-6.
5th in this group.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty unusual, I want to say, but maybe... I think mathematically 8-6 should always more or less be enough unless some like extreme lopsided group happens.
Watson doing a lot of damage to WS, but Malady taken out by Jokem. Pops the Fairy Fire and the Whoopee Cushion. Gets the space to survive. I mean, you can see the levels, but yeah, level 3 on Jokem right now.
This is an almost level 5 Tusk. He does so much damage to these supports this early.
They're sticking around as well. They're seeing if a core would show up. WS eventually does, but yeah, they will take the Ringmaster gladly, but he's going to stay alive thanks to Funhouse Mirror, and Cuckoo shows up as well. So that's going to be a turnaround onto Tofu. Good reaction from Talon. As Malady trying to run this off is Quinn.
Soloed Mikoto.
Yeah, another death to Makoto's name. So they get 2 supports on this side of the map, but Quinn is destroying. 1-3 start for Makoto. And Quinn 3-0.
It really helps the AA get to ward level 6 to be involved in just something, really.
23 Savage getting gone on right now. Has the waveform. Tofu is here. And Quinn shows up with that tag team. And Ace is going to get the credit for that one.
I love watching Monkey King. I think he's one of the most fun heroes to watch at a pro level because there's just...
See, that was a hero where you're picking it every... There was a certain point where you picked literally every game, but you didn't know what position it was. It's a great hero. I absolutely agree. Cuckoo stunned up. Eventually taken out as Quinn is just out of control.
He needs another 7 kills than his KD is average from his game yesterday where he was 0-11-0. Currently 4-0. Well, looking for the 5th one
way.
here.
Boundless strike onto Ring. Whoopee Cushion, though, as Jokem. Will be taken out eventually, although let's get a little bit of extra HP.
Wait, hang on, Tofu.
No follow-up from him.
This is
now
awkward.
TP in the form of Cuckoo. And 23 Savage would be very happy with this. But Makoto's like,
yoink!
Bro, I have been getting destroyed this game. Please, give me something.
Of conserving spells. But this was that exact situation where they actually did it, and it cost them.
Malady taking a hoof stomp into an Ice Blast. Makoto shows up to look at the dead body on the ground.
So a little bit of a... Pull the brakes a little bit here on Gaimin. They're still ahead. Of course, Watson on the Terrorblade has been completely untouched this entire game, but I don't think a 2K lead is really meaningful, especially considering the way Talon's lineup is constructed. The Morphling just needs time. This is the type of game the hero can truly run. So for Gaimin, looking for more, and they might find it.
They do spot it. Might cost them a silence, though. Absolutely, that's a super easy kill into the Stampede runaway. Talon kind of get away with murder, but Ace is coming. Gets the defusal onto WS with the TP, but the Rolling Thunder cancels it. Quinn, in the meantime, takes out Jokem in turn. So what looked a bit precarious ends up being a very good trade for Gaimin.
Yep.
And remember, it's past the 15-minute mark. Tormy's been waiting to die. 23 Savage with the Manta Vlads.
Great item against Terrorblade. The Mjolnir, also good against Monkey King. You know these heroes are going to be right-clicking a lot onto your targets to find kills. Speaking of, Malady will get
peasy.
Run over by Half Horse, Half Man, your favorite YouTube video of all time.
Great song. Check it out on YouTube. Half Horse, Half Man. As Jokem, he actually puts the Wheel of Wonder. Well, if he had been able to walk any further, it could have been good.
Yeah.
Well, across the map, it ends up being a 1-for-1 support. Oh, Global silence. Oh, into the pit. He tries to go, but they have the damage this time.
That one's big.
Tofu gets there with the Walrus Punch to ensure as the SNY completed for Quinn. Not a whole lot of damage on him right now, I have to say. As Tofu's found out, they're even going to put a Wheel of Wonder to ensure this Tusk dies. Makoto again shows up just in time to look at him. As Quinn on the high ground. He's got the Wukong's command ready to go, but the Stampede run away. As Malady going to get chased down by 23 Savage, so they use it in both defensive and offensive maneuver on the Stampede.
Uh-oh. That's a pretty...
Flipping a bit.
Yeah, dropping the ball a little bit here. This is probably going to be a tier 2 tower as well. You know the Morph has Aegis, so... We're back. The pause is over.
Smoke versus Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Ace will pop it.
Nice break there.
Nearby.
Clean disengage. Nice positioning there.
Oh, but they're wrapping around.
Oh, this could be big. Tofu.
Yep, the Walrus Punch to start things out. Waveform's going to be dodged. Global silence is there. Do they have the follow-up? Not really. This is going to be a bit late. Ace. Oh, he gets stuck in a little corner. Another Stampede.
Oh, Roche is away.
He's going to try to throw somebody. No, they don't get near enough. The AA Blast comes before the death. Well worth it, though. Quinn with the Boundless Strike, using the mobility on that shard. Wukong's command not going to be too effective as Watson taken out solo by 23 Savage. And just like that, I think the fight is over for Gaimin. Quinn will have to Nightfall away.
Morph is so good against TB. I don't know about you. I feel like this hero is just underrated this tournament. Like, there are multiple drafts where Morph just gets ignored, and I'm like, this hero is not normal.
Yeah, Quinn trying to find someone, anyone at this point. That's Satanic now online for 23 Savage. Rolling Thunder is coming. Quinn with the BKB, but the counter Stampede, they do find Cuckoo
both supports
and
down.
Jocam. Global silence to follow. But that's a lot of spells down.
That's a good hit and run, though.
Absolutely. 2 supports dead. That waste a lot of time on this Aegis.
Especially considering they missed the Boundless Strike completely on the entry. He only connected with it. He didn't stun anyone or deal any damage, but he managed to force AA into a terrible position there.
Be very clear about that.
Probably won the last game you cast of him on Morph, if I had to guess, just going off of your general accuracy.
He gets the bottom lane all by his lonesome.
That is a pretty wasted nullifier here. Did he have an amp damage run or something?
Well, doesn't he have meta to work with?
Well, that's Demon Zeal still running.
True, as Ace with the Rolling Thunder trying to create some space here. 23 Savage with the Lotus applied is just going to go ham. He turns into Monkey King. Quinn has to try to run away. Oh, the Aegis is gone! 23 Savage in quite a bit of trouble. Couple 4 staffs. Crimson Guard applied as well. Stampede to try to get away. Tofu really wants to connect. They're going to lose the Silencer. This snowball will not be near. Oh, actually, almost hits. Tofu taken out by the Boundless of 23 Savage.
Such a 23 moment. The Aegis expires. It's just full panic. They're ping-ponging him around. This could be such a burst play from the Morph here. Coming out of smoke with Amp Damage Rune. Could just kill a hero off the...
So I'm going to hit, but there's a Global Silence. They haven't barely even entered the base, though.
Nullified it off instantly. No Damage Rune.
And the Centaur is going to take the brunt of this focus from Gaimin. He might be able to get this kill. The box is going to delay it. The Lotus applied as well. They're going to try to go for the Ringmaster. In addition, the Rolling Thunder continuing to be very useful. Double kill for Ace as the AA Blast not really going to hit. As Watson going to have the Manta off.
Dude, what has happened?
And run away. So two dead again for Talon as Tofu looking for a connection.
Okay.
Instead is likely to die. Gets off the snowball just in time, though. The BKB from 23 Savage will eventually take out Tusk. Now Ace onto the high ground with that swash. Quinn has the Jingu activated right now. Not a successful push at all from Talon.
The barracks will go down. See this one Treant? This is 3 heroes fighting in the mid lane. That took them a good 10 seconds to kill this Treant. Between the Tusk, Pango, and Terribly Delusion. Eventually something's going to reach and start hitting. And yeah, all right. Gaimin.
A funny way to nerf that would be to give them 500 gold for killing it.
Yeah, that would be funny. I think it would also be funny to just remove the talent from the game.
Smoke from Gaimin. They have to connect here. Roche at half HP.
Monkey King going in.
Boundless strike into the pit with the Wukong's command.
That
AA Blast is coming for him.
naive.
He is going to lose this battle for sure. He is definitely dead.
23 Savage for all intents and
Crimson
purposes.
Guard
Didn't take
applied to
damage.
most of their team as well as Ace controlling a bit on the outskirts of this fight. Watson still in the pit. I'm sure he wants to go for the Roche here, but he's going to Hurricane Pike to the other side. Gets a nice Thunder, but now the BKB running out and he's surrounded by enemies. 23 Savage lets his Nature's Prophet die so he can secure the Aegis. But they get the Terrorblade nonetheless. Now the buyback for the Nature's Prophet. TP's in, continues his streak of kills as Ace will likely be the lone survivor. I mean, in late game situations like this, you look for Tusk, like, oh, can you get an Ags and kick? I mean, it's a Morphling. Like,
Yeah,
like it's not even going to be good. They're using a lot of resources to try to take out that Nature's Prophet. Okay, Quinn with the Wukong's command. Watson as well, applying some pressure to 23 Savage. He is just standing there, standing his ground. They cannot touch this Morphling. Quinn is dead. That's a dieback. Now they can focus on the barracks if they want. 23 Savage actually taking some damage. Haven't seen that in a while, but of course, still has the Aegis to work with. Makoto's thundered and dead. That's a dieback for him, actually, but a dieback for Watson as well. Talon will take it. They will take game one. Pretty convincing fashion, too, I have to say.
Yeah. This felt like a good game from Gaimin for 15 minutes, and then it was just all Talon. All the successful moves afterwards. The writing on the wall was they don't have the solution for the 10th pick Morphling. They're going to be struggling against him. And not only him, but also Makoto, as you just saw on your screen smiling there, getting the job done.
Also meaning Gaming win, they still have a chance at a tournament. Gaming lose, Gaming out.
Yeah, so
this is like tournament lives. Let's go.
They threw a complete curveball.
Skywrath.
Complete curveball.
I love as a panelist when I get the chance to eat my own foot, you know?
Yeah.
I think this Gaimin draft is atrocious.
Yeah, I think this is like 1585 type of a draft. It is.
She's also particularly good against both Monkey King and Terrorblade. They're right-clicking course, and your ulti does a lot of damage to TP, even though your support is magic damage.
And you can shoot through Decrepify, right?
Yep. You can choose the Decrepify, and you can kill Monkey King in his ring, too.
Malady's going to die here. That's first blood for WS, playing the Brewmaster, another hero, which is probably a high probability. Yeah. What's the reasoning for Skywrath?
I don't get that one. I'll just be honest. I'm not quite sure what they're seeing with the Sky here.
Malady going to stand his ground. WS. Well, they'll be able to get the kill eventually, but the reinforcements have arrived. Yep. That is an unfortunate sequence for Talon. Watson, double kill, neutral creep killing Malady. Not too bad.
That could not have gone any better. Who can you kill, though, with a Pugna? You can't kill Storm. Okay, he immediately farms with it. That was very uneventful.
Yep. Well, the Gorgon's Grasp is going to clip Tofu, but Malady's the one that's in trouble. 3 versus 1. Tofu looks from the outskirts. Quinn making his way over the Boundless Strike onto 2 heroes. They do lose Malady, as they're eventually going to get the trade onto Jokam. So 1 for 1 is 23 Savage making his way over to the tier 2. Ace not able to body block to a high degree here. 23 Savage. It's going to be Gushed. It's going to be just a little poke and prod as Ace is accompanied by Malady, and Quinn makes his way over as well with the Wukongs. Life break, or the life drain, I should say, to actually do quite a bit of work against 23 Savage. So they do get a very important kill as Jokam looks to be next on the list. The blocks from Ace to ensure that Quinn can take down Jokam. Yep, this early game seems to definitely be in Gaimin's favor.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See this hero a lot, and there's a reason for it.
At this rate, he should stay ahead of the Medusa for the foreseeable future here. Strictly from just more map space. I think if both heroes are just left to free farm in a vacuum, I think they kind of stay on par for the most part. There's few carries that can keep up with both of these, which is a big part of why they're so popular in the patch.
WS, he's going to get ganked from the north, absolutely, but the Ancient Steel is available to them.
Easy kill.
They will use it. Well, that's a lot of evasion, but Watson eventually brings him down.
And that's perfect timing for the Wisdom Shrine, so very nice rotational timing here for the side of Gaimin.
Counter smoke. as Ace will be the recipient of this. Do they have the damage? Pops the Kraken shell, stays inside the calling. He actually uses Ravage here. On the other side of the map, they're going to be able to take out Cuckoo quite easily. Ace eventually will be brought down. That's a big spell on the deck. But globally, a 2-for-1 special for Gaimin.
Yeah, if they get both. So Gaimin stand strong. Do not sacrifice their Monkey King in that situation. They protect Quinn. Keep him progressing in the game. Same item build as last time. It's going for the Mage Slayer into SyndereN.
WS trying to take his outpost. Ancient Steel still applied. Can he get the Primal Split off in time?
If he wants to.
Now he can. And he will use it. Malady inside this Wukong's command. He gets pushed to the other side. Life Drain going to be a bit annoying to deal with, but you can see the numbers from Gaimin are here. The Ancient Steel now onto the Storm Fury. This is an even bigger kill than they came for. Makoto's dead. Cuckoo able to TP out, and the Primal Split will end. Feels like Gaimin are getting the better of every exchange so far. It's only a 9-5 lead, but 6K lead. They have the tower advantage. Cuckoo spotted under the cover of the tier 2. Dead. Well, the pace that Gaimin are playing with is extreme.
It's kind of fun to see that this reminds you of old Gaimin, right?
It does, yeah.
This is really reminiscent of 2 years ago, the exact playstyle. You know, it's 5 towers down minute 17. They haven't taken one of their own.
WS, a full Mystic Flare to his face.
That's enough.
He's dead. And now the tier 3 tower is going to take a bit of damage. There's only one tier 2 remaining for Talon at the 17-minute mark. Most of the tier 3 dead. Another Nether Blast. Nope, actually cancels it.
And this is a big item. Tide getting the dagger. Because as we talked about, Gaimin don't have the best means of catch. They've got a lot of merit out of the Wukong's command, or excuse me, the Boundless Strike from the Monkey King, but down the stretch you want more ways of opening fights, and Tide Blink will do that.
Yep. Ancient Steel again. This has been the thorn in the side of this brew. We'll be able to get the defense matrix, but the Ravage to follow. Do they have the damage to finish off this Brewmaster? It's going to be close. Yes, they get him. He does not have buyback. This is super early on. 23 Savage, almost out of mana. He's already used the Stone Gaze. Do they have the following catch? No. Pipe is activated. More building damage on this tier 3. Down it goes. Gaimin Gladiators up 10K. They're going to get this range racks at the very least. You have to worry a bit about the Brewmaster coming back in 13 seconds with that ult available. Makoto, Ancient Steel, Boundless Strike to follow. Defense Matrix to try to help him out. Looks like he's going to be okay this time. And now with that, Gaimin Gladiators retreating as a team. Deadshot brings Ace back into the fray. Will activate the Kraken Shell. And getting life drain from Malady. Back to a respectable amount of HP.
Talon can't kill a hero.
They can't. So they have... I mean, the tier 3 bot is super low as well. They could go for a double whammy if they want. Demon Zeal from Watson. And Quinn right-click going to be enough. 23 Savage in the vicinity. Ace jumping in pretty deep to try to focus on this Tinker. Super low. Pops in the end. Range Rack's dead as well. This is just overwhelming for Talon to deal with. SNY picked up on MK on the Monkey King. Not sure why I've talked about that as the Rax is being taken out, but it is successful. Bottom lane all ready for Gaimin at the 21-minute mark. This is filthy. Well, first Roche of the game for Gaimin.
Will also be the last, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say, based on the pacing of this game, it could be the last Roche entirely, but...
Oh, WS being hounded by Tofu. He has Atos, he can break this TP.
Yep, he will do that. Mystic Flare to follow, and Quinn, with the right clicks, will suffice.
Really nicely set up. Tofu was trailing him the whole way.
Man, oh man. I mean, I feel like Brew... At this point, you're getting Ancient Steel consistent. It's literally ruining your game. Can somebody pick up something for him?
Force Staff will be nice.
That's true. But they need to be near him as well, right? He'd have to buy it himself, potentially. He's getting caught out solo. As a Balance Strike onto 2. Ace jumps in pretty deep as well. Has the Ravage. Is going to hit 3 heroes. Stone Gaze is activated. They're going to get the Tinker to start things out, and the buildings are melting. 23 Savage with not much mana to work with. Pops the fortification. They're going to be without their Tinker for the foreseeable future of 30 seconds. And with the Nether Blast continuing onto the tier 4s as well. There's the zip in with the Electric Vortex on the Malady. 0 damage. Has a huge Boundless Strike into a Mystic Flare. 2 heroes dead immediately. GG's called. Gaimin Gladiators. What
right.
the hell happened? That was an absolute Gaimin shellacking.
Yeah, that's
What a draft.
yeah.
I knew this draft was going to work.
You know what's the best part of casting a game like this? Is that I am not the analyst that has to defend my opinion in a minute here when they come on and they're all like 85-15. Oh, they have no chance. I'll be the first to admit I also thought Gaimin were going to be on the back foot in this, and I did say they had to snowball the game to get it going. I did not think they were going to do it this well, though. That was a masterclass in early aggression. Absolutely ran them over. Ran from lane to lane. The Pugna was mega high impact in this game. Loved the pick and loved the play from Malady in this.